Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, there's a new credit card out that can help you get up to $10,000, okay, with bad or fair credit, all right? Now, I'm going to explain this and why it may be just as easy to get this card than it was to get the Walmart card. Remember, I told you all that with the Walmart card, it was a hack that I explained to you in terms to help you get up to $15,000. Okay, so let me back up for a minute so you can understand what was happening. All right, so Walmart has a new card called the OnePay, right? And so it's issued by Synchrony. And so what happens if you go and you apply for this card, okay, what'll happen and you abandon card, they'll offer you a certain dollar limit. You'll be able to see the certain dollar limit. But if you don't like that dollar limit, you can actually abandon that card. If you go see the full video, I'm just summarizing it, but if you go see the full video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But you abandon the card, and then you can go back an hour later or open up another computer, all right? And then apply for that card. Then you'll see that your credit limit has increased. Now, some people have done this like within an hour. Some people have done this within 24 hours, but that hack still works. Now, here's the thing about it with this new card. This new card is called the Tilt credit card. Now, where this card comes from is through WebBank, and this original card used to be the Petal. You all, if you follow me, you know that I've been telling you about the Petal Rise, the Petal 1, and the Petal 2. Well, this Tilt company actually bought that company out, right? And what it is they're making it much easier for people to get approved. And the way that they're actually doing this is instead of focusing on the credit score, now don't get me wrong, the credit score does matter, but more of their weight is in terms of the activity of your bank account. This is what they're actually focusing on. So if you have good activity, direct deposits and stuff like that, they will consider you. Now, they have 3 types of cards, all right? And so the card, when you have bad credit or very bad credit that they'll start you out with, here's their program, okay? When you put your information in, it's a soft pull, okay? And so with that soft pull, it's going to help them to determine which card you qualify for, okay? And so the one for the bad credit is the Tilt Engage card, all right? Now, with this here card, they do charge an annual fee of $59. Now, this here card can go anywhere from $300 up to $3,500. Now, for those of you that are into rewards and cash back, it goes from 1% up to 10%, all right? Now, here's what I would tell you to leverage yourself. So let's just say on that Tilt Engage card, they give you the maximum $3,500, right? Well, if I were you and say that you needed $5,000 or $7,000 or more, then what I would do, since you know that you got qualified for that card, pre-qualified for that card and how much they're going to give you, what I would do, I would go over to Capital One and I would apply for the Capital One Savers card. The reason is because with the Capital One Savers card, not the Platinum card, the Savers card, it's going to give you a higher limit. So this may help make up some of the difference of that. Plus, you're able to also apply for that Capital One Spark Business card, okay? And we know that the Capital One Spark Business card, that card will actually give you at least starting out usually about $3,000 or more. Okay, so that may help make up to the $10,000 on that one. Now, the Tilt card, they have another card. It's called the Tilt Motion card. All right. Now, with this card, it's no annual fees. Okay, and so by it being no annual fees, that means that you don't have to pay anything. Now, the credit score, when you're getting into this here card, as the credit score, you're probably going to be looking at, because the other one, the Engage card, the minimum credit score, again, to be on the safe side, they're probably going to look at about a 580 credit score. All right. Now, they do say as a beginner, so if you don't have no credit, then that will not penalize you. So if you don't have no credit, you may just get approved for that card. Okay. Regardless, because there's no credit profile. So that's the good part about it. Now, going back to that tilt motion card, that's the second card. That's the second tier card. Now, that card goes from 500 up to 5,000. All right. And so, again, that one does cash back as well, from 1% up to 10%, depending on what it is. And that's no annual fee. And again, I would still do the hack where I would either go, once I get approved for that card, I would see if I can either do the Walmart card and get a pre-approval on that Walmart card, because they're gonna apply the same metrics. Okay. And so what I mean by that, the same metrics. All right. So with the Walmart card, they use Advantage 4 TransUnion, right? And so when you put your information in, they're going to decide if they're going to actually give you a credit card, or they're going to actually just give you that in-store line of credit. Okay. So that's what happens. That's the reason I said, if you go back and see the Walmart video, then that way you'll see more details in terms of what I was explaining and how to leverage that. And like I said, with that card, people can get up to $15,000 with that card using that hack. Now, going back to this Tilt Essentials, all right, the Tilt Essential, that's their top tier card. Okay, that's their top tier card. Minimum credit score on this top tier card is a 630 minimum. Okay, and this here card, this is the card that goes all the way up to 10,000. So that's the reason I said, when you put your information in their database, they're going to determine which one of these cards you actually qualify for. And again, for the most part, a lot of this is going to be determined by your banking information. Now, there's something else that's actually cool about this, because when you connect your bank account, they will give you a credit limit increase. All right. That's one of the awesome things about this. The second awesome thing about this is that where if you say that you had a Navy Federal secured card or whatever, and you know that the Navy Federal secured card, it takes about 6 months to credit limit increase, right? Well, guess what? With this here card, and this is this Tilt credit card, this is a unsecured card. You don't have to put any money up front. So that's the great part about it. But another thing is that, and every 4 months, you have the opportunity to increase your credit limits. All right. So that's the reason why I tell you that. Now, here's another thing that you may want to consider since you're going out, if you go after this here card. When you go after that credit limit after the 4 months, I would not go over 3 times whatever your limit. And the reason is, for most databases, unless you're updating your income and your rent and stuff like that, when you try to go over that 3 times limit, then they'll deny you. So that's the reason why I tell you to be careful about that. But the good part about it is that you don't have to wait 6 months. You only have to wait 4 months for a credit limit increase. So that's the reason why this here card makes such a difference. And again, because their main focus is not on the personal credit, they're looking at how long you've been at your address, how long you've been on your job. So they're looking at different metrics other than just the credit score. All right. And again, they will pull your Experian. Okay. This is going to be your Experian FICO 9 score in order to get qualified for this. All right. So I hope this video helps you. If you have any questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.